I'm Mr. Lanka Bandaran, Assistant Director, Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau. Of the Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau and Sri Lanka Deputy High Commission Chennai, I'd like to extend a warm and Saptingla. Fantastic. As they proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony, we have our Honorable Minister, we have Mr. Felix Rodriguez, we have Mr. Like our Honorable Minister requested, may I request somebody from the media to join us for the lamp lighting? Anybody from the media?
Good afternoon, my dear media friends. Welcome to the Sri Lankan Tourism Press Conference and thank you very much for your presence. We are delighted that Sri Lankan Tourism Development Wildlife and Christian Religious Affairs Minister Hon John Amaratunga is here with us today. It signals the importance that Sri Lanka places on expanding tourism between these two countries. Sri Lanka tourism market shows robust growth in the last few years as Sri Lankan government has initiated a lot of tourism development projects. Tourism arrival has gone up tremendously. In 2018, we received about 2.3 million tourists to Sri Lanka. Top of that, India placed the #1 position. However, this year we expected about more than 5 lakhs Indian tourists to Sri Lanka. It was declined. You know the reason. That Easter bomb attack took place in Sri Lanka. Reason for that, decline for that, the reason. However, Sri Lankan government has launched different initiatives to expedite the recovery of tourism sector of Sri Lanka, providing relief package to the tourism sector. We are here today to tell you that how Sri Lanka is recovering and how Sri Lanka is a safe place for any tourists who are visiting to Sri Lanka. You may be aware that recently US-based travel magazine has ranked Sri Lanka as a #1 in its list, the 15th best island in the world. They have clearly stated that after the terrorist attack in April, Sri Lanka booming tourism industry has taken a hit, but the island countries on the mend and as glorious as ever to visit. After the tourism attack also, that Travel and Leisure announced that Sri Lanka is the #1 country still among the best islands. Further, I would like to highlight that after the attack, Sri Lanka organized the West Asia Baseball Cup 2000 in July 2019 in Colombo with the participation of 6 international teams, in which nearly 300 international participants, including media personnel, and the event was great success. You can see that how the people kept their confidence in Sri Lanka. All the above highlights say now Sri Lanka is a safe place to visit for any travelers from all over the world. Hence, I request my friends from media to make aware the Indian visitors through your media the development which have taken place in Sri Lanka and request them to visit Sri Lanka without any fear factor. Thank you very much for your attention.
Minister of Tourism Development, Wildlife and Christian Religious Affairs, Honorable John Amaratunga, please join us at the podium.
Good evening everyone and vanakkam. I am pleased once again to be here in this hall after the morning session. We had a long discussion about tourism and tourism development between Sri Lanka and India. And now we are with the most important people in the industry. They are the media. That's where the promotion of tourism lies from one country to another. So I'm thankful to all the media persons who are here, taking a valuable time to come and sit here and listen to see what we can offer for the South Indian tourists, people of South India, to visit Sri Lanka, why they should visit Sri Lanka. First of all, I would like to say, Sri Lanka is the closest neighbor of South India. When I go to the northernmost part of Sri Lanka, I could see the lights and the buildings of Rameshwaram. It's so close by. I mentioned in the morning, the very early stages, they say people were able to walk from the southern Indian tip to the northern tip of Sri Lanka. Still there is a trace. Now, of course, it is all got washed away. And subsequently, developed the boat service, which enabled for people of South India to travel to Sri Lanka by a ferry. The ferry service was not only to transport people, but also transport vehicles and other heavy equipment from India to Sri Lanka. Very unfortunately, due to the problems that took place in Sri Lanka some years ago, the ferry service was abandoned. But the infrastructure still remains. At the Sri Lankan end, we have a railway line coming right up to the Talimana pier, and also the pier itself. It is only in the southern Indian side that I understand some repairs have to be made for the ferry to be operational. Our Indian High Commissioner is making every effort to resume the ferry service, which will enable many Indian tourists, particularly from the south, and also from Sri Lankans from the north, to visit with the least amount of expenditure. So know, today air travel is convenient, quick but expensive. So this is one area that we look back to see what amount of connections we had with the Indian people and the governments of India. Today, the Sri Lankan government and the Indian government, the political relationship is very, very high and very cordial, understanding each other of their own problems and helping each other. One example to give is, your Prime Minister who was elected for the second term, Honorable Narendra Modi, he first visit out of India after his victory was to come to Sri Lanka. And that was immediately after our bomb blast that we had in April. And with that, gave a signal to the rest of the world that Sri Lanka is now safe. There is absolutely no problem. Anyone could visit, and a head of state to come to Sri Lanka.
All of us sharing interesting insights. Ladies and gentlemen, during the course of the afternoon, if you feel like clapping at anything, please go ahead. Don't stop yourself. With this, I'm going to request your attention on the screen. We've spoken so much about Sri Lanka. Why not take a glimpse into the culture, the wildlife, the cuisine, the tea, the beaches, the breathtaking landscapes, the people, hospitality, and last but not the least, a destination that caters to all age groups and leaves you with memories of a lifetime. Let's take a look into the glimpse of Sri Lanka.
Be addressing you at this forum as we celebrate and re-emphasize Sri Lankan Airlines' presence in South India. As you know, we have grown from pillar to strength in the past, if I could say, 70 years. In fact, the first ever commercial flight between South India and Sri Lanka was in the year of 1948, where commercial aircraft took off from northern part of India and landed in Chennai, I would say. So we have strong links as we grew on the strength of the connectivity as well as the political developments which made our two nations not just two nations but just as one nation. So we have great emphasis on Tamil Nadu as we operate to 4 cities, namely Chennai, Trichy, Madurai, Coimbatore. And we have 53 weekly frequencies. So we have 4 daily flights into Chennai, 2 daily flights to Trichy, daily flights to Madurai, and 4 weekly flights to Coimbatore. And apart from this, we do also have flights to Kerala, which encompasses Cochin and Trivandrum, where we have daily flights to both these cities. So how we grew on the strength of southern India is a history by itself, because culturally, religiously, and nativity-wise, we have so much of strong bonds between these two regions. And so much so, in the recent past, we have been looking at the options of growing further in this region because of the confidence and the support the industry has given us. So we do have, as I would try to re-emphasize on achieving this landmark achievement of 100 flights a week into India. We were the first carrier to achieve this target or a landmark in the year of 2008 when we recorded 100 weekly flights into India, and none other carriers had achieved that milestone by that time, and it was mere dream for many of the carriers to even touch anywhere near triple digits. But I would say we have grown up to 119 frequencies now, connecting 11 cities in India, that is north and south, out of which, as I already stated, 53 frequencies are into Tamil Nadu. While Honorable Minister has emphasized the cultural connectivity and the visit of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Sri Lanka on his resuming as his second term, it again emphasized and endorsed the strong relationship between these two nations. So Sri Lankan Airlines, as you know, has a lot of accolades that has been achieved in the recent past. If you might not know, we are a small carrier comparatively to most of the Indian airlines, but still we have managed to achieve the very rarest achievement of being granted the world's most punctual airline twice in the last 6 months. So this is not an easy achievement, considering that we operate most of the metro cities where we have air traffic congestion, traffic delays, but yet we have recorded a 91.5 punctuality, which is far high by any airline in this region. So, and again, I have to endorse the fact that we have been supported by various authorities and institutions which have helped us to bring about this achievement. And as you would know, the post-Easter attack, there was quite a bit of lull in traffic between these two, mainly from India to Sri Lanka, where we experienced a sudden drop in numbers. However, I should say Tamil Nadu was the first online station to take the initiative. They kept faith in us, and we managed to carry a group of 200 corporate travelers in one single group in, of course, 3 different flights because of the capacity. We had to split it, and the feedback we got them was tremendous because they were in Colombo as well as in the southern region. They had their incentive group meetings, and so I would wholeheartedly thank the region of Tamil Nadu, especially Chennai corporate travelers, to having reinforced the faith in us, because it was a time that we badly needed some international mileage with regard to some corporate travel and MICE tourism, and this had been recorded in most of the media internationally, and we have been now seeing significant growth in this traffic just because of the